if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Ain't half hungry, Mr. Jones.
You're always hungry, you are, Packet. I'm just going to finish this off and then we report back to Church Hall.
They're nice pears, aren't they? Think we'll ever have any bananas again?
Of course we will when the war's over.
I used to love bananas and cream. I used to mash them all up, lots of cream and sugar. Then I'd take a great big mouthful and I'd squeeze it through the gaps in my teeth. Do you like squeezing bananas and cream through the gaps in your teeth?
No. Don't mind blancmange.
What about jelly?
Yeah, jelly's all right. But not bananas, not at my age. Not with this upper set, it's too risky.
Well, what about chocolate cream?
Oh, lovely. And talking of that, I'll tell you something. Reminds me when I was in South Africa in the Boer War. Christmas 1900 it was. And old Queen Victoria, she sent all of us lads a tin box with a slab of chocolate in it. You know, I never touched that chocolate for 25 years. I kept it unopened for 25 years, right through the Boer War, right through the 1914-18 lot. I never let it out of my sight till I went into hospital. I gave it to a friend of mine, Charlie Higgins, to look after.
Didn't you ever eat the chocolate?
No, never touched it for 25 years. And then one day I said to myself, I fancy a bit of chocolate. And I opened this tin, it was full of sand. That Charlie Higgins had eaten it while I was in hospital. I got me revenge on him then.
Well, what did you do?
Well, every year when we had the old Comrades Association get-together, I used to look at Charlie Higgins full in the face and sing, Comrades, comrades, ever since we were boys, sharing each other's sorrow, sharing each other's chocolate. And he used to go all red in the face and look on the ground, he did, yeah. Wasn't much of a rhyme, but it did the trick.
Hey, it's funny you should mention chocolate. I remember when I was a kid, I was out shopping with my mum and we were passing this very spot. And I said to her, can I have a bar of chocolate? And she said no. So do you know what I did? Oh. I stuck my head through the bars in that gate and pretended I couldn't get it out.
What did your mum do?
Oh, she got in a terrible state. Said she was going to call the fire brigade. And I took my head out and I didn't half laugh. Then she hit me.
Well, kids are always doing that sort of thing, getting their heads stuck in park railings.
All I did was, I said, can I have a bar of chocolate? She said no, so I went over to the gate and I stuck my head through, that's all.
Well, come on, Pike, it's time to get back to Church Hall. Come on.
Mr. Jones.
What's up?
Can't get my head out.
Come on, no time to play funny jokes. Mr. Mann, wonder where we got to.
I'm not playing a funny joke, Mr. Jones. I can't get it out. Look, I can't get it out.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, don't do that, Mr. Jones, don't, please. I can't understand it. It came out all right last time.
Well, how old was you last time you done it?
12.
Well, your head's grown bigger since then.
Well, I didn't think it's deep. Don't do that, Mr. Jones. You're pulling my ears off. What are we going to do, Mr. Jones? What are we going to do?
Well, twist it round and try. Twist it round.
Where?
Go on, twist it. Go on, twist it round.
What's the
Go on
spike?
now, pull. Pull, not that way.
Well, I want the gate then. on, Mr. Jones. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Don't panic, Pikey. Don't panic. He'll be all right. Don't panic. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll telephone that Mr. Manrin on the telephone. And whatever you do, don't go away. Don't move and don't panic.
Well, sir, all I can say is that I think you're making a big mistake.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, I do. I think you're asking for trouble. I mean, I can't understand why you agreed to do it in the first place.
Because I didn't want to offend the press.
Ah.
And the editor of the Eastbourne Gazette telephoned me and said that he wanted to do a feature article every week on the platoon. Naturally, I jumped at the chance.
Yes, but if this reporter who's going to do the articles is a temporary member of the platoon, I mean, that'll mean he'll be here with us all the time.
Exactly. That's my idea. I mean, if he's one of us, that he'll be able to write the articles from first-hand knowledge, won't he?
Yes, but don't you think that'll be a little bit dangerous?
How do you mean dangerous?
Well, I mean, if he's here all the time, I mean, how are you going to be able to cover up your mistakes?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that remark, Wilson. Come in.
Some cocoas.
Ah,
Sir.
Thank you very much.
Very hot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yon reporter fellow's outside.
Oh, is he? Good. Send him in, will you?
Captain Mannering, I may have said some harsh things in the past, but I'd like to say, here and now, I admire your courage.
I don't quite understand, Fraser.
I think you're a very brave man to let that reporter fellow watch your every move. You're either very brave or else you're...
Or what?
Nothing, sir, nothing at all. Yes, sir, I admire you. All the same, I can't help thinking you're running a terrible risk. That's all.
What do you suppose he meant by that?
I've really no idea, sir.
Come in.
Mr. Cheeseman of the Eastbourne Gazette, sir.
Ah, yes, yes, come in.
Good day, Captain Mainwaring. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Cheeseman. All ready to start work, are you?
Oh, yes, indeed, yes.
Good. Well, now, while you're with us, you will be a temporary trainee recruit.
Oh.
Have you measured him for his uniform, Godfrey?
Oh, not yet, sir. You see, we've only one spare suit.
Oh, we'll measure him for that.
Yes, well, now, I thought I'd call the first article Captain Mainwaring, Man of Action.
Oh, excellent title, don't you think so?
Oh, yes, indeed, I do, sir, yes. I bet it'll look awfully good in print.
Captain Mannering, man of action.
No, there's no question mark after the title.
Now, what about the photograph?
Well, what an awfully good idea. Would you like me sitting down or standing up in some sort of casual sort of manner? Rather like this?
Just a minute. You're not in this at all.
Right.
Officers only.
Right.
Now, do you think I should be working at my desk?
Yes, indeed, that's good, yes.
Now, should I wear the gloves or not, do you think?
Excuse me, sir, don't you think it's going to look a bit strange writing with the gloves on?
This pen's no good anyway. Lend me your gold fountain pen, Wilson.
Now, look here, sir, you know as well as I do that I never, ever lend my pen to anybody. It hurts the nib.
I don't want to use it, I only want to hold it.
There you are, sir. Just keep the top on, will you?
Oh, don't be absurd. How can I have a photograph taken writing with a pen with the top on? I think perhaps I should be on the telephone.
Oh, yes, get on the phone, that's good, yes.
Is there no limit to the conceit of the man?
I think he looks rather noble.
How's that? Rather Churchillian, don't you think?
Oh, yes, very Churchillian, yes, indeed.
Hello?
Mr. Mandarin, permission to speak, sir?
Jones, is that you? What are you doing on the telephone? Get off at once. I'm having my photograph taken of it.
Something wrong, Captain Mainwaring.
No. It's just one of my patrols phoning in. The whole thing works like a smooth, well-oiled machine, you know. But, Jones, by the way, while you're on, you better give me your report.
Mr. Manning, young Pike, he's got his head caught in the park gates.
I see.
What do you mean? Did you hear me, sir? Private Pike's got his head caught in the park gates.
Good. Excellent.
Good? What's good about it? I don't understand. What shall I do, Mr. Manring?
Well, can't you remove the obstacle?
Well, I've tried pulling you, Caesar, but it's his ears. They're in the way, sir.
Are you sure there's nothing wrong, Captain
No,
Mainwaring?
nothing wrong at all, no. Just one of my patrols got hung up, that's all. Something is exposed which shouldn't be exposed. Jones!
Well.
Shouldn't be exposed, you know. You should cover it up. Camouflage. Yeah, well, I'll be along there as soon as I can.
What is it that is exposed that shouldn't be exposed?
I'm surprised at you asking questions like that in front of a civilian, Wilson. I'm going along to investigate. You better come with me.
Right, sir.
Oh, yes, I'll come along too, Captain Mainwaring.
No, I can't have any civilians, I'm afraid. You see, the thing which is exposed, which shouldn't be exposed, is highly secret.
Ah, well, I'm not a civilian now. I'm a member of the platoon.
No, you're not a member of the platoon until I've sworn you in.
Oh, well, swear me in now, then.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no time for that now. Now, look here, you stay here, and I'll swear you in when I come back.
Oh, right, old boy.
What you covering me up for, Mr. Jones?
Well, I did nothing to do with me. Mr. Mandarin said you've got to be camouflaged. Here, hang on to that.
Hey!
What?
Couldn't you have found a bush with no prickles on it?
I'll go and find some.
Right, where is he, Jones?
Here, Mr. Mandarin.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
you stupid boy.
Why didn't you tell us in the office that Fracker got his head stuck through the railings?
How can I tell you in front of that reporter?
Why did you ask me to camouflage him, sir?
Because if any passers-by had seen him, we'd have been the laughing stock of the town.
There they are again.
Right. Get your tin helmets on, man.
What about me, Uncle?
Hadn't we better take shelter?
What about me?
Be quiet, Pike. Put your helmet on.
I could run back to the workshop and bring my hacksaw.
Oh, that's just a waste of time, sir. It'll take hours to do that. Why don't we get in touch with the fire brigade?
There's an air raid on, isn't there? They've far more important things to do. Besides, I keep telling you, I don't want anybody to know. Told you to put your helmet on.
I can't get it through the bars.
Put it sideways.
How can I see which is sideways? I haven't got eyes in the back of my head, you know.
Don't you use that tone of voice to me, Pike. Corporal Jones, help him to put his helmet on.
Very good, sir.
Sir, I have put the Vaseline in my first aid bag. If we smear it on his head, he might slip through.
Ah, now that's a very good idea, yes. Yes, Wilson, Fraser,
Yes, sir.
help Godfrey to grease Pike's head. What are you fiddling about like that for?
Well, every time I put his tin helmet on, it falls on the ground, sir.
Hey, that's cold, Daddy. What is it?
All right, Frank, all right. It's only Vaseline.
Look, don't just dab at it like some Nancy boy, Wilson. Smear it in.
I am smearing it in.
Oh, no, I don't want to be greased. I'm going to tell my mum about
Just
this.
be
I am.
quiet.
Oh, don't be such a soft jest.
Oh, no!
Now, Sponge, grab hold of his legs and bring your full weight to bear.
Yes, Captain Manning, my full weight.
No, not your full weight, Mr.
The
Ferris.
rest of you, get what purchase you can. Right, stand by. Ready? Pull!
Oh, you're pulling my ears off!
I don't think it's going to work, sir.
Oh, can't give up that easily. Go on, try again. Pull! Pull! That was too heavy for a bomb.
Sounded more like a landmine to me, sir.
Thank heavens, I thought it was Pike's head exploding.
Sir, we'll have to get this boy under cover, sir.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, Fraser. But gather round me, O group here.
Right.
Now, look, we've got to get this boy out of the railings. Any suggestions?
Yes, permission to speak, sir.
Yes.
Well, I reckon it this way, sir. Desperate times need desperate measures, sir.
Yes.
Now, the only thing that's stopping us getting Pike's head out from the bars is his ears, sir.
Yes.
So I suggest we remove them.
What do you mean?
Cut them off, sir.
John, for heaven's sake.
Oh, we needn't cut both of them off, just one and then try.
Oh, don't talk such rubbish, Jones. Pike can't go about for the rest of his life without any ears.
Better than going about without any head.
Hey, you're talking about me, aren't you? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Mind your own business, Pike. Eavesdroppers never heard any good of themselves.
I've got an idea. Supposing we were to lift the gates up off the hinges, then perhaps we might be able to march with it back to the church hall. Yes?
Well done, Wilson. I was just waiting to see who'd spot that one first. Right, come on. Lift the gate.
What's she doing?
Lift.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Hey, put my head off!
Just a minute, Pike. When we lift, don't go up with it. Slide your head down the rails.
We should have said, shouldn't you?
All right, lift.
It's coming, sir, it's coming.
That's got it.
What's the boy?
Right.
Be careful.
Now then, let's get back to the church hall as quickly as we can and hope to goodness nobody sees us. Right. By the left, quick march. Left, right, left, right wheel. Right wheel. Left, right. Keep in step, Pike. Left, right, left. Right, left.
Down on your right. Do not juggle the private.
Don't juggle the
All right, don't worry, man. Stand easy.
Be
Right,
gentle.
put it down gently there.
Yeah. God, that gateway's a ton. Feels as if my arms have been dragged off their sockets.
What's that my head feels like?
Stop grumbling, Frank, please.
Yeah, stop grumbling, Pike.
Oh, sir. Well, can't he stand here all night holding this blooming thing up?
Mr. Speak, sir. Why don't we get 2 long ropes and tie them to the beam so then we won't have to hang on to it all the time?
Very good idea, Jones. Just sponge. Go and get 2 lengths of rope.
Yes, Captain Manning, 2 lengths of rope.
Fuzzy Wuzzies used to do that in the Sudan, sir. They used to hang their prisoners up in the sun all day and give them nothing to drink.
Hey, I don't want to be hung up with nothing to drink.
You'll do as you're told, Pike.
I can bring him a glass of water from time to time.
Godfrey, don't put your head through.
Good heavens, sir. What on earth's going on in the office?
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Oh, thank goodness you got Captain Mainwaring. Hello, who's this then?
It's Private Pike.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yes, indeed. What's he doing with his head stuck through the gate?
It's highly secret.
Well, you can tell me.
No, I can't. I haven't sworn you in yet.
Well, swear me in now, then.
No, there's no time for that now. Now, look here. What's going on in there?
Well, the Chief Warden is holding an emergency meeting, you see.
How dare he? Wilson, come on. We'll soon sort this out.
No, we can't get anywhere. We're all talking at once. We won't get anywhere. Where have you been? Don't you know there's an emergency on?
How dare you hold a meeting in my office without my permission?
This happens to be my office, Captain Mannering.
It also happens to be my office.
And it also happens to be my office, and I'm holding an emergency meeting.
Emergency? What emergency?
What do you mean to say you haven't heard? Oh, you know Inspector Baker and Fire Officer Dale.
How awfully nice to see you. It was fun last night, wasn't it? You know, Connie wears awfully well, doesn't she?
Just What's happening here?
What's happened? A landmine has landed on the railway line, just outside the town.
Fortunately, nobody was seriously hurt, but it's destroyed over 100 yards of railway track.
And the town's gas and water supplies have been cut off.
And if those Jerry planes drop any fire bombs, we've had it.
This is serious. I'm getting onto GHQ.
Look, the telephone lines are down as well. That's no good.
I've just heard the news. No gas, no water, no telephones. The town's cut off. We're marooned. Marooned. What are we going to do?
All right, Mr. Town Clerk. No need to get into a panic.
I'm not in a panic. But somebody's got to do something.
Well, we know something's going to do.
Something's got to be done with it.
Certainly has, sir.
There's only one thing for it. I shall have to take charge.
I quite agree, sir.
That's just the sort of remark I'd expect. What did you say?
Said I quite agree, sir. Without you in charge, God knows what's going to happen to this town. I'm right behind you.
Thank you, Wilson.
Not at all, sir. Don't mention it.
Now get Fraser, Jones, and Godfrey in here. At the double, rifles and bayonets.
Fraser, Jones, Godfrey, in here at the double. Rifles and picked bayonets. There was, how was that?
Hardly believe my ears. Is this really you?
Oh, it is, sir. Really me, yes. When the occasion demands, I can bawl and shout, just like you.
Now, Vicar, I'm very sorry to do this. Corporal Jones.
Sir?
Fraser. Yeah. Clear my desk.
Clear the desk, clear the desk.
Oh, there you threaten his reverence with a bayonet.
He's not the only one that's being threatened. Now you clear off, mate. Come on now.
I think we'd better humour Mr. Yateman. Quite obvious Captain Mannering has gone mad.
Right, form in a tight group behind me.
In a tight group behind the captain. That's the double. March! Right.
All right, sir. Not as tight as that. Get their attention.
Come on! Hurroo, you hiding sash and ox!
All right, Fred, that's enough. Captain Mannering would like to make an announcement.
As from now, this town is under martial law.
Martial law? What's that mean?
I am now taking over.
Oh, he's been leading up to this for years, and now he's finally done it. Well, you won't get away with this, Napoleon. Inspector, arrest that man.
Captain Mannering, you know, you really can't do this, you know. I mean, after all, if anyone should take charge, the police should. Anyway, where's your authority?
A symbol of authority. And I have 15 fully armed men behind me. What have you got?
Well, there's me and my sergeant and 2 constables.
Yeah, that's right, Dick and George.
That's right, Dick and George.
Captain Mainwaring, man of action, I'm right behind you, boy. The power of the press, remember. The power of the press.
Thank you, Mr. Cheeseman.
Yes.
Sergeant Wilson.
Up.
Bring some paper and pencils.
Right, sir.
The rest of you, follow me. Now, pay attention, everybody. As from now, this town is under martial law.
Stop him, someone! We can't let him take over the town. The man's a tyrant. Look at the way he punishes his men.
No, I'm not being punished.
Quiet. Now, Wilson, Jones, Fraser.
Yes, sir.
You'll take down these orders, and then you will get on your bicycles and shout them. Shout these messages all round the town. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right, you first, Wilson. Start getting it down.
Ready?
This town is now under martial law.
This town is now under martial law.
All looters will be shot on sight.
All looters will be shot on sight.
As town clerk, I demand that someone stops him. He's behaving like a dictator in some South American banana republic.
Oh, does that mean we're going to have bananas again?
No, it doesn't. Just keep it quiet. Right, Jones, you're next.
Thank you, sir.
Now, there's been some damage to the gas and water supplies. Therefore, there is some danger of cholera. No water will be drunk unless it is first boiled.
No water to be drunk unless it's first boiled.
How are they going to boil it without gas?
That's their business.
That's their business.
No baths to be taken without a permit.
No baths to be taken without a permit.
You, Jones, will be in charge of water permits.
Captain Mannering, sir, do you...
Quiet, Godfrey. Right, Fraser, you're next.
Right, sir.
All rumour-mongers will be imprisoned.
All rumour-mongers will be imprisoned.
All defeatists will be imprisoned.
All defeatists will be imprisoned.
Anybody not obeying military law
If you're not obeying military law,
will be imprisoned.
will be imprisoned.
We've only got 2 cells.
I've never heard anything like it. I'm going to see the mayor about this.
No more than 5 persons at any gathering.
5 persons at any gathering.
But I always have at least 10 in my congregation.
9. Mrs. Fletcher's in hospital expecting her 5th.
Yes, and he'll stop that nor give an half the chance.
Take the warden's name, Sergeant.
All right, sir.
There's another one here for you, Jones. No alcoholic beverages will be sold without my permission.
No. That is undemocratic.
You, Fraser, will be in charge of all liquor permits.
I'm right behind you, Captain.
Right. Now, when you have shouted these messages around the town, you will report back to me for further orders. I shall set up my headquarters in the town hall.
Why the town hall, sir?
Because, Wilson, he who holds the town hall holds Warmington-on-Sea. Right, come along, men. We march on the town hall.
Right, sir.
Left! 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 Left!
Oh, Mr. Godfrey, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I mean, hanging here with me head in a gate.
You must be brave, you know, Frank, and hang on as long as you can.
Well, somebody had better do something soon. Ever so soon.
I quite appreciate how you feel. You have my most sincere sympathies.
No one to take a bath without a permit. No one to take a bath without a permit.
Yes, all right, sir. All right, all right, sir. All right. You can stop now. You can stop it now. We're here. See?
I never knew you had such a loud voice.
Uncle Arthur, have you thought of a way of getting me out of here yet, please?
No, Frank, please, would you stop moaning? I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm working on it. See?
Oh, excuse me.
What are you doing out this time of night, Mr. Blewett?
Well, I was going to have a bath, and I got one foot in, and I heard this voice telling me I'd got to have a permit.
Right, I really don't think...
Of course he's got to have a permit. What do you think I've been shouting my mouth off about all the time?
This whole thing's assuming ridiculous proportions.
Well, make your mind up, because the water's getting cold.
Yeah, well, the trouble is that I haven't got any bath permits at the moment, you see. Wait a minute, hang on.
The wife usually gets in after I do. Does she have to have a permit as well?
No, just the one permit will be all right. I hereby give you permission to take a bath. Yours sincerely, Jack Jones, Lance Corporal.
Ah. Oh, who do I give it to?
All right. Well, that's the point, isn't it? I think you better give it to me.
Well, that's all right, then. You see, I'm a very law-abiding man. I like to obey the rules. See, I wouldn't like to finish up being punished like him. Well, good night, all.
Good night. Good night. Good night. God's sake. This whole thing's become a complete farce, Sergeant.
Oh, there you are, sir. You're back early. I thought you'd taken over the town hall.
It's closed. Isn't open till 9 in the morning.
Yes, I got a good photograph of Captain Mainwaring knocking on the front door and the town clerk going like this through the letterbox.
I'll deal with him first thing in the morning.
About me, Mr. Mannering, please.
Quiet, Pike. You'll be dealt with in due course.
Come, Mannering. I finish my duty to tell ye that I think you are behaving in a thoroughly undemocratic and unconstitutional manner, and thus usurping the power of the land.
Yeah, I think Fraser's absolutely right, sir. I mean, you can't go around shouting at people like this and threatening to shoot them. I mean, it really is going a bit too far. I mean, you're behaving like some sort of a dictator.
No, I'm not behaving like a dictator at all, Wilson. Simply asking people to do as they're told.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to put it this way, sir. Times like these, you are within your rights to usurp the power of the land and to carry out the coup d'etat.
Excellent. Now, someone has to take over in this emergency, Wilson. And that someone, of course, is me. As soon as I think that the civil powers are able to take over, I shall relinquish the control. And in the meantime, everybody must just knuckle down. So it's for their own good.
Good evening. I'm Captain Swan.
Captain Manning, how do you do?
I've been sent across from GHQ to take over control and distribution of all essential services.
Martial law, you mean?
Yes, I suppose you could call it that. I've got a notice about it here. All the usual rubbish on it, illegal assembly, looting, all that sort of thing.
Yes, I've arranged for all this to be done. I've placed myself in complete command.
Ah, well, in that case, all I've got to do is to take over from you. Where's your office?
Over there.
Thank you. Don't mind if I borrow your desk, do you? No, look here, I'm ready.
This is monstrous. Monstrous. It's unconstitutional. It's undemocratic. It's against everything that we're fighting for. I intend to see my MP at once.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you, sir. I mean, you'll just have to knock it down, that's all, after all. Just for your own good.